Welcome to Game Day with Hick the Stick for Week 10 of the college football season. The upset alert was going off again last week. Two undefeated teams lost. Wake Forest lost to North Carolina, and Michigan State lost to Purdue. Two undefeated teams lost. Will we have another one lose this week? The new college football playoff rankings are out. Who's the next team to lose? Will we have some more upsets this week? Can't wait for Week 10. Let's get started. And now it's time for our quick picks of the week. I'm going to make 5 quick picks. Our first game is Michigan versus Penn State. Michigan wins. Minnesota State versus Auburn. Auburn gets the W. Nevada versus San Diego State. San Diego State wins. Minnesota versus Iowa. Iowa wins a close one. And Notre Dame versus Virginia. The upset alert, Virginia beats Notre Dame.
Now we have Purdue versus the Ohio State.
Purdue, they've already beat number 2 in the nation, Iowa. And then last week, another upset. They beat number 3, Michigan State. If they can beat Ohio State this week, it'll be another top 5 upset. That'd be number 2, number 3, number 4. All of them upsets. Purdue, they've had a great season. They've been surprising so many people. And I want to predict them to win this game. But I gotta go with the Buckeyes at home to beat Purdue. So last week we did a new thing. These two picked an upset. Madison picked Michigan State.
Can I get an upset alert?
Madison picked Michigan State to lose to Purdue.
And I got it right!
And she got it right. And Ellie picked Wake Forest to lose to North Carolina, and they did. So they both got it right. And the reward for doing that, they'll get that game put into our predictions for the whole season.
Oh, okay.
So you get those right.
Did you get your upset right?
No. Well, I had a lot of upsets.
Oh, okay.
Lots, yeah.
Yes, I had a lot of upsets. So it's time for this week's upsets. 3 undefeated teams remaining, and they all 3 play this week. We got Georgia, Cincinnati, and Oklahoma. Madison, who are you picking to lose out of those 3 undefeated teams?
Okay, so you said Georgia, Cincinnati, and Oklahoma.
I did.
Wait, so like Oklahoma, like OU?
Yes.
Okay.
I am going to go with Oklahoma.
Oklahoma playing Baylor. That could happen. Baylor, an upsetting loss last week. Can they bounce back this week and beat the Sooners? Madison has them beating Oklahoma. Who you got, Ellie?
Well, I pick Oklahoma to win.
Oh,
Okay.
And then
Cincinnati or Georgia?
Georgia's out of here.
Whoa! Well, sad to say, hers is going to be wrong this week. But Georgia plays Tennessee.
Wait, let me change my mind.
No. Tennessee, Georgia. She's got Tennessee beating Georgia. And Tennessee, I'm going to just go for it. Wins by a field goal if they're going to win. I mean, this is crazy. But she's got Georgia losing. Madison's got Oklahoma losing. Let's see if those upsets happen this week.
I'm sorry, but we're not here to talk about Clemson and how Trevor Lawrence made that team great. We are here to talk about Hick the Stick, forgetting all about the undefeated team, UTSA.
So now there is 4 teams that are undefeated.
And now it's time for our prediction results so far this season. Madison is 12-9. She gets an extra game because of her upset.
Yes.
Ellie, she is 11-10, also getting an extra game because of her upset. They both got them right. And this week for me, I am 12-9, only half a game ahead of Madison. So what's going to happen in our predictions? It's time for us to predict some more.
Next, we have Texas A&M versus Ole Miss.
Our first prediction is Texas A&M versus Ole Miss. Texas A&M is number 11, Ole Miss number 15. Madison, who you got?
Let's go with Ole Miss.
Ole Miss over Texas A&M. Ellie, who you got?
Texas A&M.
A&M. So we got Ole Miss, A&M, and I'm going with Texas A&M as well. Ole Miss does have Matt Corral, but Texas A&M, they beat Alabama. This is a good team.
I guess.
So I got to go with Texas A&M.
Hick the Sticks game of the week is North Carolina State versus Wake Forest.
North Carolina State, number 16, Wake Forest, number 14. Sadly, Wake lost their first game last week. Can they bounce back this week?
Wake is out of here.
Wow, they're going to
It's
lose
my new catchphrase.
again.
I think Wake's gonna come back.
So Wake, and she's got North Carolina
Wake
State.
is out of here.
I got to go with Madison on this one. I got Wake Forest bouncing back and getting the W.
Our verse this week comes from Proverbs chapter 17, verse 22. It says, "A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth the bones." I hope this week you can find something to help your heart be merry, and I hope nothing will dry up those bones, especially if your team happened to lose.
The bones.
So I hope that you have a great college football Saturday.
Playoff rankings are out. Who's the next team to get an L? To get an L? Really? And Madison's taking something out, so I will wait just a second because Madison's thing is more important than mine. Last week we did Madison. Very mad if I'm telling you when I started. Ellie, you said you
For
have plenty
somebody
to
that's
do.
in a hurry.
Okay, here we go, people.
Hick the number one pick is angry.
This game, and I'm going to upset alert. No, I can't do
Have
that.
a great college Saturday for football.